Evening, everybody.
Evening.
Welcome to TBA again. We are going to be finishing up, hopefully, Exposition tonight. It's been a minute. We've had a bunch of weird stuff going on. July's been busy. Especially tomorrow, we're going to actually have most of the TBA crew.
Tomorrow or Saturday?
They're coming in tomorrow night.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Like Lafayette will be up here. LeBlanc will be up here with Leo. We get to meet Leo. So, I mean, most of the crew will actually be here for the baby shower.
Yep. Nice.
So that's going to be awesome.
Did this baby get too big?
Yep. Unfortunately, the baby has my head.
Yup.
Watermelon.
Looks more like
4 or 5, measuring 3 weeks ahead of the rest of her? Yep.
Yep. Anyway, so we're going to play the Exposition as a... Oh, before we get to continue, did we pick the charity?
I forgot to pick. I forgot which one I picked.
Alright. Next, our Monday, when we're back with Holy Winds, we will have the charity name, but it is going to be...
It's a literacy charity. I can't remember which
Any
one.
donations made to us will be going to one of 2 literacy charities to help kids learn how to read, because they really need to know how to do that, especially now. Also, it means they can learn to play D&D and other RPGs, because they're books.
Mm-hmm.
So,
reading is fun.
What was it? Was it Room to Read or World Literacy Foundation?
World Literacy Foundation.
There you go.
Okay. World Literacy Foundation. So if you donate to us between now and September,
End of September
End of
would
September.
be the switch. Because October, November, December.
somewhere in there, we might have a charity event for ourselves. I also know that the Extra Life season technically starts in August, so
Well, there's a tabletop weekend in August.
yeah. So there's
There's a
stay
lot
tuned.
happening.
Stay tuned, and if you can donate, please do.
Mm-hmm.
So recap.
Recap.
Someone's been assaulted by a tiger. You've killed a raw bone.
Yep.
You had a very interesting discovery of things in an art gallery.
Yep.
Mostly Shedrick.
Mm-hmm.
Someone discovered Shedrick. You're still all a little banged up, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
You would be correct, good sir.
Yep.
But everybody
Oh,
should be
but,
stable.
Well,
Right. Stable.
stable is debatable because I'm also high as fuck.
Yeah, I'm talking about life manner wise. You are stable.
Two
You
ouchies and insanity in the brain.
You are currently tripping on only what could be stated as a Grateful Dead or Motorhead level of habituance.
Ugh.
This Dr. Richard Arthur Mortis decided to give me the cocktail of all cocktails.
Motorhead's
so.
worse.
Yeah. Okay. Before we get started, the reason I've always used Motorhead as my oh shit, that's a lot of drugs, is got goatee musician.
Lemmy?
No. It was a younger musician from the 90s, was married to Carmen Electra for a little while.
Oh, who was that?
Looks like if Voltaire actually worked out.
Oh, the fuck.
Anyway, that dude met him for the first time in the early 90s. So Lemmy's not young. And when he walked in, Lemmy turns around, "Ah, you want me meth?" And literally turns around with his gnarly, giant, ring-encrusted hand full of methamphetamines. And the guy's like, "I've never met this man before. He knows I'm here to hang out for a minute because we're playing at the same concert." And he literally goes to hand me a fistful of meth. So if you ever want to know what band I will look to for, hey, that's a lot of drugs, it's either that or I will mention Nikki Sixx.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because Nikki Sixx was an ODing bitch for a minute.
Yep.
And
Good
then-
now.
Anyway, so y'all are somewhere near the ever-moving, somewhere centrally located, oversized, unsafe alligator tank. Dr. Rick Mortis, cover. Dr. Rick A. Mortis has wandered off after giving injections.
Wait,
And-
did something happen to the tank?
I was playing with the baby gators.
Playing with the baby gators.
One bit me. They told me to stop. I hissed at them and I ran off with the baby gator on my hand.
So, Gabba is currently tearing ass through the arts and crafts section with a 2-foot baby alligator hanging off of These
one
two
of
fingers.
one of them portions of the hand there.
Right here. Y'all just watch this. You also watch one of those large gators swim over and notice and just stare directly in the direction that the baby gator is now going.
You might want to return that there.
Yeah, but I think that's his mama.
Running and cackling.
Please don't piss off the
Roll
mama
me
gator.
sharp at disadvantage.
Pissed off mama gator, not fun to deal with. I've already been bit once today.
Goodbye.
That's a 5.
Nice.
Yeah.
So that's 9.
Said at disadvantage.
At disadvantage. You're right.
Oh, okay.
It's still a 9.
Okay, so this is a mixed success. You don't see it coming, but it's not as bad as you thought it was going to be, because as you turn, you watch as a broom swings out and catches you in the chest. You take no damage, so that's the benefit, but you are knocked back and into a chair, and there is a older, dark-haired gentleman wearing overalls and a button-up blue and white striped shirt. Boy, what'd you do with the swamp pup?
Walkies.
Nah. No, just you watch. Just right behind me, Johnny. Watch the baby girl. Boy, right. Just turns around and walks. And literally, as y'all see this big, burly, overall shirt individual just literally chunk underhanded this baby gator back into the baby gator tank.
Oh, that's a dewy nose. Good. Something wet and poked my foot. I was like, what the fuck?
Baby gator.
So Gabba is now sitting in a chair. There's still a rather grumpy gator back in the fish tank, or back in the gator tank. Baby gator's now like, I've seen the world. There's a thing called walkies. We now have a revolution amongst all the baby alligators.
You're welcome. Okay. I'm gonna try not
Respect the
to.
Gatitariat.
I'm trying not to do any more chaos. How long is it gonna take for all this to actually wear off?
You have no fucking clue. As all of a sudden Jesus sits down on the other side of the table from you.
Okay, I'm not even Pazari right now. Why?
He just looks at you. Hey man, you okay? Y'all see one of the other workers from the Mexican pavilion come down. His name tag says Jesus. But what Gabba sees is Jesus with a name tag shows up for you.
Miss Elsie, I think I need to go in and clean my blouse because I
Yeah.
had a bit of a snack.
Why don't you go do that? I'm gonna see if I can go smack some sense in the house.
And so he's like, I'm legit covered in the lifeblood of at least one individual.
Why don't you go freshen up? I'm gonna see if I can smack some sense in the go.
Will do.
Just the whole time looking at you. And are you okay? Like, anything? Water?
I think the doctor got a hold of him.
I was never here. You didn't see anything.
Gabba, sit back down.
I'm gonna just get some water and go.
Get the water from those swamp puppies.
No, Gabba, they don't need swamp puppy
That's
water.
full of shit.
Literally.
It's protein, like bugs.
I don't know what Doc put in him, but I don't want any.
You're controlling the ability to clip at this moment, Neysa.
I want it all. Where's
The one that says clip that. If you hit edit, it'll allow you to edit the stream.
I didn't want to do that. I can't find the.
Don't worry about OBS. As long as OBS is showing the exact same thing, is right there. So, what are you doing to try to sober Gabba up?
Good luck.
What?
Okay, he made a gag noise for a second, but he's fine. What is it he shot in him? Just a
Who
syringe? just shit, or did he drink something?
I think
don't
you
know.
drank a tincture, right? Like,
It was either drank a tincture or I think Doc held up like a syringe or a shot glass. I was like,
yeah. So,
we don't know what was in that. Those are questions that have no answers.
I don't know if I'm confident enough to try and match
oh
that.
crap, you can actually see my hand movements on y'all's screen too.
I'm a lot further over than you am.
No, the camera's further over because Neysa's cut off.
Oh.
Yeah,
I only have one arm.
we are adjusting camera.
Enable a magic giant, so
That went the other way.
So weird because now we're having to do it with a delay.
That's fine.
I could have pulled OBS back up. You told me not to.
You were good.
You told me not to.
Shush, I'm over here enjoying the basil rosemary old fashioned.
Ooh.
Yeah, you can use basil and rosemary to make simple syrup. I don't know why I never thought about it.
That's pretty cool.
Because I assume they're savory and not. So good. A little peppery. So what you doing? What you doing to get Gabba to not be high as fuck?
Elsie.
what?
Jesus was here.
I saw him, Gabba.
There were sins in there.
And you were participating. I'm sure he's very disappointed in you.
Get that one. There were sins in there.
That is a shirt.
He was a little late to the party. It didn't save anyone, I think. Can I try to do something beyond,
Yes, you can totally try to do magic to sober Gabba up.
like, try to, I don't know exactly how it's going to work, but I've studied a little bit, so maybe I can try and pull whatever bad is in his brain out. I don't know.
The power of Christ compels you.
No,
Power.
Christ is gone. He gave up.
Christ went and got water and a snack.
He's like, you need more than cheese that's in a bottle of water, man.
Well, I mean, the bottle of water is going to be much better after Christ gets a hold of it.
Sup, boy? Bye, boy. He was peeking around the doorway.
9.
Okay, so let's look at the. Let's look.
I don't have a thing.
We don't have the thing.
We have a
Hold on.
thing. Pass a thing
Aha, child.
Well, then we can share the thing.
with the Mario.
What's up, bud?
It's a
Yeah,
him,
child just-
Mario.
Child just walks right by like, I don't give a shit. You're streaming. Okay, so glitches. The effect is weakened. The effect has a short duration. You take 1 harm. The magic draws immediate unwelcome attention. It has a problematic side effect.
Makes me more high.
No, that's the opposite. That'll
Because
be
right
my
now,
thing.
if you took harm, you'd start getting close
Yeah, I don't
to.
want to take harm.
That was a fun
Gab-
noise.
Gabba's sober
That,
for a
that's
split second.
that is the Sailor Moon noise.
Watch your show, buddy, okay?
I guess it draws attention, I guess.
Hey, no. Hey,
Vincent.
buddy, we're online. Ask your mom. Say it correctly.
For like 30 minutes, yes.
Parenting. So,
I'm listening.
draws,
My mom
unwanted,
texted me.
draws unwanted attention, is what you're saying.
What is it? It's,
Draws immediate.
the magic draws immediate unwelcome attention.
Alright, so,
I'm not. This is not my forte. I just.
okay, so you do some magic.
I like grab him by the head, like.
Gabba, you go from high as fuckboy to stone cold sober immediately. You don't have a
That'd
hangover.
just be a bad side effect at that point, though. Instead.
What you want? Well, you pick draws immediate unwanted attention. So, Gabba, you are immediately sober. You're not hungover, but this is jarring.
Mm-hmm.
You
It
saw into the eye of the galaxy and it blinked back at you, and now You're sitting in a chair in an arts and crafts section.
Did it work?
Sorry, do I remember what... Do I remember how I was behaving, or is that all a blank?
The last thing you remember is a shot glass from Dr.
Okay,
Rigor
so I
and you
don't-
were coughing up blood in your lungs.
Okay, so I don't know what the hell I was acting like. Okay.
Your hand's really sore and 2 of your fingers are swollen, and you notice a bunch of tiny little puncture marks.
Okay. And Elsie's got hold of my head.
Like, I just was like, I kind of like, let's see if this works.
And you realize you're sitting in a handmade chair, and y'all both notice that there is a sign on a little placard on a post in this room, or this area that has handcrafted furniture, buffalo skin rug being hung up, several leather-made ornaments. And from behind you, Elsie, you just hear a voice. I think you and I might need to have a word with what you just did in public.
Leaning around Elsie to see what's up.
Do you turn around?
I turned my head, yeah.
There is a tall, thin man,
Son of a bitch.
starting to gray. He has a very big mustache that goes from his lip down to his chin, and it's starting to gray up here. But it's almost like it was dipped in an inkwell with
Okay.
the way it's coloring. Still mostly black hair, but it's starting to speckle.
Okay.
I knew you were going to do this. I knew you were.
But is a very much a late middle-aged cowboy.
Okay.
And the sign that you notice now on the little placard above it is Benoit Brothers Crafts.
I knew you were going to do this.
I just said probably that Shanti just came out.
Shut it. You come out. There's only so much you can do to get rid of
I mean,
blood.
Yeah.
Roll me weird as you're coming out, Shanti.
Oh my god. Just whatever. That's gonna be a 14.
Shanti, you come out and you're like, all right, I am mostly clean. And you realize what is over there. Talking to both of your companions, that's a wizard. And that's not any wizard. That's Ulysses Benoit, monster hunter. You might, the logic in the back of your brain goes, maybe a little bit more ice water could help with.
Going back.
Just turning right back around.
You come out.
Nope.
Nope. That is a not me right now problem.
So I'm looking past Elsie. I'm gonna go ahead and stand. I'm very gingerly standing up, so I'm not breaking the chair that I was
You
sitting
feel
in.
a hand, a very broad hand, and it's not squeezing you
Okay.
so much as there's a weight to it, just like the. I think you might want to stay sitting down, son. I saw what you did. You tumbled over 3 racks of leather. Whew! You were tearing it up fierce, weren't you? What'd you do? Don't tell me. I kind of want to find for myself personally. And as you look, there is as you turn your head, there is another slightly shorter, stockier.
Okay.
The resemblance is there. Might be the mustache, but this one's mustache goes down. Almost you see the Sam like right here, and then cuts into sideburns.
Yeah.
Bright red hair. And just has the most beautiful blue sparkling eyes looking at you. Just, come on, sit on down. But seriously, what were you doing right there? Because I kind of might want to figure that out too. Because it is hot as Hades here. I'm from Montana. Humidity is a dirty word up there. Down here, I think it is too, but people say it out in the open.
I'm sorry that we barged in here. You kind of got knocked over.
Ma'am, I'm not so concerned with that. I'm more concerned with that use of the arts in the open. charm. Roll manipulate someone.
My charms.
I gotta find my notepad here.
That's 6.
Well, hold on. Don't you get to roll something instead of...
No, but that's all I need.
Not for manipulating.
Okay. So 6.
Just to kick some ass or protect some.
Okay. As you said that, I'm well aware that you are aware.
Oh. I was just trying to help my friend out. I don't know what the doctor gave him. I'm not even sure what I did, but he's sober now, so.
Actually, yeah, Ulysses, I'd really like to know what the doctor gave him, because that looks like it could take the warts off a mule. And we got several of those.
All I know is a few minutes ago he was trying to kidnap a baby alligator, so I was just making sure that
I
didn't
am
happen
aware.
again. I'm sorry, who are you?
I'm Ulysses Benoit.
Okay.
I just saw you perform the art in the open. And I
Okay.
don't know you.
I don't know you either, sir.
That's part of the problem.
I'm confused and concerned. I'm not sure what I did on several counts at this point.
You are aware of what you did.
I mean, I know what I tried to do. Kinda did.
In the bathroom. So, here's the deal. This is something you have not seen other than in the posh houses. There's indoor plumbing.
Fancy ass powder room.
But as you come back in, the temperature's a little off.
That's strange.
And you start to hear gurgling.
This indoor plumbing ain't working
Going
out so
to
good.
just... Could I roll a sharp to see?
Yeah, go. You know what? Read a bad situation, because I'm going to say anytime you hear a toilet gurgling, it's a bad. I'm not going to argue this
You're
is
gonna have a bad time.
it's not investigative mystery at this point.
So
So that is at 8. So
1.
going to dangers I haven't noticed yet.
Yeah, the toilet stall that is 2 down
Mm-hmm.
has backed up and something is coming out, and it's moving.
Oh.
Oh, I just had a Conquer's Bad for a Day flashback.
I am the great mighty Pooh.
Going to basically get my rapier and basically just going to just
poke the shit.
Just gonna just kind of just like, you know, since it stalls or whatever, just gonna be like,
Okay, so I now need to look this up
okay.
to make sure I describe this creature right.
Oh.
All right, this is about to be fun.
Oh no.
So what you see forming out of this looks like a horse.
It looks like a
It looks
Oh,
like a horse.
no.
I'm getting flashbacks to the first Into the
No,
Woods
not-
now.
Oh no.
Scariest thing I
I
said
know
the
what
whole game
this
is
is.
it looks
I know
like
what
a
this
horse.
is.
It looks like a horse.
But it looks like
Kinda.
a horse, but it's coming out of the toilet.
Immediately about to just try to basically bar it right where it is.
So you're gonna try to trap it in the stall.
Yes.
Roll me some weird.
I would rather have destroyed plumbing than that thing show up. Okay, then if that's a 9.
Okay, so pick a glitch.
You know what? Let's just make this. I would go ahead and say that it draws immediate unwelcome attention.
Okay.
More Benoits! Yay!
The third Benoit.
No, they have a sister.
No, I'm not gonna bring in Genevieve. What the fuck are you talking about?
I get a feeling Hewitt's scared of her.
I've only ever had this character described to me and voiced her. That's it.
It's Glenn Close, basically.
I'd be scared of her too.
Right?
Glenn Close with ice magic that fucked Odin.
I mean,
Fucked him over or
No,
fucked
fucked
him?
No, as Santa Claus.
I can see that.
She didn't just kiss Santa Claus. underneath
Sybil's
the mistletoe.
grandfather is literally Odin.
Who I make not quite as terrible as Odin actually is, simply because I make Zeus worse.
Oh, that's not hard.
Okay, I can't. I just depict him as
The
is.
bar is below the floor.
The bar is in hell.
No, hell ain't gonna accept Odin down there. I mean, Zeus. Hell gonna be like, oh, go, maybe get my kid the Krampus after you ask. Anyway, so the unwanted attention that you draw is as you are barring this thing
Mm-hmm.
from the open window. There's no air conditioning, so there's ventilation in here. You start hearing. As you turn and look, it is the biggest fucking tomcat you've ever seen. Like pushing the size of a bobcat. You good?
You good?
You good? He said, yeah. Might want to flip that.
Thump.
But it is a black and white striped cat. Looks like a normal, everyday house cat, except for the fact it is in the proportions of a bobcat or a lynx.
Oh, look, it's witchy.
Vincent, pick a room and stay there.
Going to slowly try to back away while I've got it looks like a horse trapped in plumbing.
It is completely out of the. Okay, you sealed it in the plumbing, not in the stall.
Mm-hmm.
So it's stuck, and you are staring at two red, smoldering eyes. Close the door.
Shit looks like a horse.
But just two red, smoldering eyes stare at you as you're backing away, and it is currently mid-egress.
Mid-pea grass?
Stop it.
I can't. You made a poop monster. This is happening.
See, I don't want to fight it. Then that.
I mean, as you're backing up, you watch this thing come down, and as it lands and it's louder than something that size should be as it lands.
The cat or the shit
cat.
looks like a horse?
The cat.
She horse is stuck in the pipe.
Yeah.
Going to probably try the best. Do I go out in public or do I stay and fight this? Okay, it's gonna be bad, but she's gonna be the most daintiest ever and run out.
Okay, so you come running out. Do you scream as you're leaving?
Yes, going like, oh, help! It's a bobcat in just the water closet.
So as you're getting the shakedown from these two cowboys who are talking about you using the art,
I'm like, sir, I don't know. You know what I did?
you hear Chanterelle, oh Lord, it's a bobcat.
Oh,
Running out the back and keeps running.
Oh Lord, he coming.
And you watch Ulysses turn and look. It's one of those, the body doesn't move the facing, but that head turns like a monolith. And as he does, you watch the door explode, and
Oh, hell.
there is a lynx-sized black and white striped cat, and he goes, oh, hell. And he just pulls out a gun. Teddy! And both of them now go in that direction to deal with what has just happened over in the bathroom.
Going to, as soon as that they turn, like, signal to these
I'm
two.
grabbing Elsie's hand and we scoop it.
Okay. Do you tell them what's happening?
What in the hell is that?
That I had trapped. Well, I had trapped a what it looked like a horse in the plumbing.
A horse?
I don't know what it was. And then that this links with smoldering eyes came up. Oh yes,
There's
and
a
then
horse in a pipe, and then there's a hellcat.
that you also don't want to make them mad that they are the famous monster hunter wizards.
Wizards?
Yes, they are
What?
wizards.
Y'all hear a very unnaturally loud gunshot. And you hear, "Help!"
We need to get as far away from here that they are probably also have
Wizards.
also been paid by somebody else too, possibly. To
I
do
think
what
they
we're
were
doing.
here selling stuff, but
I mean that that there is nothing wrong with making other money.
I scribble on my notepad real quick.
There's one place y'all have left to check.
I think we need to go back to the drill.
Yes, the drill. Why did her accent
Let's
change?
get out of here before they try.
Y'all hear a lot of gunshots. You then hear a.
Let's get out of here before we either get eaten or I get shut down.
Yeah, that shit just got real. Let's get out of here.
If they're monster hunters, they're fine. What's that face for?
Spence's freaking. His little pun. Okay, so y'all come running out, back the door, Gabba, you had made it in.
Yeah.
And you make your way back to the drill.
Yeah.
There's that chunk, very large chunk of rock.
Where's all the folkses that were hanging around outside, bad mouthing everybody and the mama?
They seem to be now taking the remains that have been extricated
Alright.
to deal with, and one of the Germans is still at the steam drill. Just seems to be taking an industrial solvent to clean the drill. That
Have we seen this German around before?
Yeah, this
Yeah,
is the
the-
engineer.
Oh,
guy.
okay.
there's the engineer and then the three others that were
I'd have not been in there.
right.
They said they brought it a part of a mountain, right?
Yeah, it's in the middle of this whole exhibit is a massive chunk of basalt. I'm assuming he's pooping.
Did you really see that on stream?
One person's watching us currently, and it's probably us.
Does the... We'd been told before that the chalk blocks had been moved 6 feet away. As we're walking in, I'd like to look for those chalk blocks and make sure they're back where they should be.
Chalk blocks are underneath the wheels
Right.
to keep it in place.
I want to point to them as we're walking past and be like, I'm whispering as quietly as I can, so because I'm supposed to still be pretending that I'm not the foreigner that was causing ruckus earlier.
Oh no! If you walked in here, they recognize you
Oh yeah, they would, wouldn't they? Shit.
because they've seen you.
Yeah.
So
Shit.
you could actually talk, Gabba.
Finally! Let me make sure I got my accent right though. G'day. Alright. So pointing at the chalk blocks, I'm like, so we need to keep an eye on those and make sure that those are actually staying there. Like we need to be making sure that we're looking back every so often and making sure that those are still there.
That is noted.
I'm putting that in canon right now.
What's everybody's weird?
3.
3. Wait, 2.
2,
Sorry.
3, none.
-1.
Everything's fucking fine, Gabba.
No, I know.
Other than this is going to be awkward. This whole day has been awkward. There's somewhere that there's a poor Irishman still being chased by a bear.
I forgot about the.
Mm-hmm.
But the two of y'all, wait a minute, Elsie, something's off. You get like a little tingle.
Okay.
Chanterelle, you almost see shapes moving for a second, but it's almost like that you didn't really see anything other than a shape moving through the air that distorted it slightly. You didn't like You didn't necessarily see something, but something moved in a manner that you perceived that's a little bit off.
Going to kind of trail a little bit, just look like, where was that?
Okay.
Roll me weird if you'd like to actually answer your own question.
That's another 9.
Okay. This seems like glamour again. You're not sure what type, what's doing it, but so far you seem to have dealt with 2 types of fae since you've been here. Something seems to be ringing in that direction for you, but it's not 100% what you got.
I have Occam's broadsword. When I encounter something strange.
Speak up a little bit.
I have when I encounter something strange, I can ask you if it is, or if its cause is natural, an unnatural creature, a weird phenomenon, or a person. Then I will give it +1 for.
It is a unnatural creature.
Can I utilize my 1 oops for this game?
Okay, we'll remind everybody what Oops does.
So if I want to stumble across something important, I just have to tell you, and then I find something important and useful, although not necessarily related to the immediate problems. But I want to go ahead and cash it in now, since it seems like we're kind of on the
Okay,
downhill.
so you cash that in, you stumble over something literally. You don't see what you stumbled over,
Okay.
but you hear it. Yeah.
Oh, I am tired of
And then you
these.
hear,
Oh, I'm tired.
Can I try to trace that just off sound?
roll me sharp.
Are you getting a bad feeling, Miss Elsie?
There's some kind of unnatural creature.
It is a glamour. It feels like it's Faye again.
It's something not natural. I know that
I'll
much.
take the experience on that one.
So as y'all are, something feels weird here. You watch out, ha! And something, ah! And then you just hear something running off.
Oh,
We didn't see anything. Then?
Nope.
let's see.
Y'all just hear, Scheiße! And you hear.
Oh.
Okay.
We
So
need
that the
to
drill
fix-
started up
It starts up unnaturally.
because
Fast.
engineer isn't even there.
No, the engineer has yelled Shiza and jumped out of the way as you hear the boiler start and the drill start to spin and spin. Since you got experience in this guy, that's spinning faster than it should.
Okay. Where is the control panel on the drill? Is it possible to
You will have to get around to the other side of the steam carriage
Okay.
and get into the actual
Okay.
cabin.
Theoretically could go around the back of the drill rather than around the pointy front end to get
Totally,
up there?
it's on the
Alright.
rest.
Alright. Then I'm immediately taking off to go help with that.
Okay, so you run off to do that.
And, could I then therefore cash in, don't worry, I'll check it out whenever you go off by yourself to check out somewhere something scary mark experience, or what could go wrong whenever charging into immediate danger without hedging my bets holding 2?
Which one do you want to use?
Oh, good grief. This seems more like charging into immediate danger without hedging bets, so I'll do what could go wrong. And before we said that I need to declare which hold 2 I'm grabbing beforehand, so I'll say reduce someone's harm suffered by 1 and a +2 forward on an act under pressure.
Okay. Just remember those.
I
Because
got
I
'em
guarantee you
marked.
I will forget.
I got it marked.
So as you start darting around, Gabba, all of a sudden your knee erupts into a world of pain.
Don't like that. I need my knees.
As you look down, there is a wrench falling off from the side of your knee that's been chunked at you. It doesn't actually deal harm to you, but you have a -1 forward ongoing
Okay.
until you address that because it It's one of those things. You fell down one time off a scaffolding with your brothers,
Yeah.
and you dislocated that knee real bad, so you got a bit of a trick knee. Sometimes it's real fun because you could pop it loose and do a weird leg twirl that, caught everybody
Okay.
off guard.
So
It's until
okay.
you would have to take an action to shove it back in, but until then you have a -1 forward.
because I'm kind of hopping along.
Something has just popped your knee out of place. Not fully out of place, but something just threw a wrench right into your knee.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Now, both of you roll me sharp real quick.
Nine.
9,
11.
11. Okay, y'all both notice the wrench that, because it's kind of hard. Gabba, I'm assuming you make a noise.
Oh yeah.
When a frickin' spanner that is meant for industrial equipment nails you in the leg,
Yeah.
the bottom of this wrench is wrapped in cloth, like repeatedly wrapped in cloth.
Oh.
Like the handle of it is wrapped in cloth.
Hmm.
That feels like why is that so important?
Well, what are wrenches made out of in the late 1800s?
Metal. Iron.
Iron.
Got it.
So it's more
My
of a
brain's not
it's
plugged
more
in
of a
today.
confirmation to you at this moment that someone just chunked a wrench
It doesn't want to touch it.
and it took precautions when throwing the wrench.
Try and investigate the
that-
history. I don't know if it's gonna work.
I'm
Going-
gonna say this is more of read a bad situation as the drill has fired up.
Question that I want though.
Could
It doesn't have to. What is
But
being
then we'll investigate the mystery.
I am going to while Elsie is investigating, I am going to go over to the wrench and start removing the wrapping off of it, and going to be like, somebody doesn't like iron, that you will much rather my teeth than just this iron that is about to hit you.
11. So you get how many?
2.
2. Where are your 2 questions?
What is being concealed here?
Okay. So the first thing is what's being concealed here. From everything you can see with your mundane senses, very, very agitated fae that have kept themselves.
That's all you're gonna tell me if I see this weird creature. Is it? Where to go? Where to go?
Where to go? You turn and look at the very large section of rock, and it looks like something has melded back into it. And you're just unwrapping the wrench.
Mm-hmm.
So as y'all are doing that, a chunk of the top of this thing breaks loose
Mm-hmm.
and fall towards y'all. I need y'all both to roll me a act under pressure roll.
Off the drill?
Off the faux mountain that's in the middle of this.
Were they over by the phone?
We were all over.
Everything is kind of by the faux mountain. It's like it's the ever-present alligator tank of this room.
No.
Ooh, that's a
Okay, I get to roll weird for that.
7.
7. Okay. You also have a
10.
+1 going forward against.
Yeah, 10.
Okay, so put it down. So you succeed. Okay, so with act under pressure, you gotta take a choice. Hard choice, worse outcome, or price to pay.
Let's go with hard choice.
Okay, you can either get out of the way of this thing, or it's gonna hit Gabba, who's not quite managed to get away from the trajectory of this thing with his bad knee. Also, Gabba hasn't noticed this currently.
Going to
Because I'm trying to find a brace point on the
going
rails.
to basically scoot over and get Gabba out of the way and take the hit.
Okay, so that's 2 harm.
Okay. Reduced to 1 because of Immortal.
You also will have a -1 going forward because you currently have a very large chunk of basalt. Did she kick?
More like, with like.
Oh.
She's like,
So-
we fighting somebody?
I'm in. I'll fight him. I don't see him, but neither do you.
-1 going forward.
Until you get the rock off of you. Gabba, You're sitting there about to try to get your knee back in place, and then all of a sudden you feel Chanterelle behind you, and all of a sudden, doom.
I'm okay.
Are we?
As you turn and look, she's pinned against the side of the drill by what looks like a 9-ish foot section from the top of the fake mountain.
What the hell?
What you doing, Gabba?
Oh god.
Worry about the drill. It'll be fine.
Are you even sure? I'm gonna
Random cursing in German as someone runs.
I'm taking the, because I ain't getting very far if they're throwing rocks if I don't fix my knee. So
Okay.
I'm taking the time to fix my knee.
Okay, so that you're popping your leg back in place, hobbling a little bit.
Yeah.
As you do, I'm going to say, Gabby, you're doing it and you get towards the back corner, and then you watch, as you're getting there, you look around and you watch the, to get the full Home Alone moment, the boiler input.
Mm-hmm.
The grate lifts up and there is a belch of flames that comes roaring out of this. Give me an act under pressure.
I'll take my. I might need to. Do I have to use the +2 forward from my thing now, or could I choose to use it after I roll?
I'm gonna say you gotta choose it before you roll.
I'll go ahead and cash in my +2 forward.
Okay.
I'll get that in a minute. I got other ones.
That one's gone
So that's 6 there +2, and then it's act under pressure, so that's another 1. So 9er.
Okay, so you get to pick one of those. Price to pay, hard outcome, or sorry, worse outcome, or hard choice.
Price.
Okay, the price to pay is that you will take 2 fire damage.
Can I also spend my other hold to reduce that by 1, so I
Yes.
don't at least hit unstable? All right, then I've spent both of those.
You manage to pull your face back so that you do not eat a face full of what now seems like a 1800s rocket launch on a rail.
Woo!
Like
All right.
boom, front of the hat, gone. Eyebrow, this one,
Oh,
gone.
no.
This one,
Oh no!
this one's okay, but that's your favorite eyebrow. That's lefty. I don't know what your favorite eyebrow is.
Left. The right ones are always too bushy.
Right, the front ones are always too.
They are. Speaking from experience.
So, yeah, so all of a sudden, you hear the, and you start feeling that engine behind you starting to slide past. So what are y'all doing?
Going to, first of all, that we need to get vision on whatever we are facing. While I still got this rock on me, just gonna try to take just at the loose hand if I got it, basically to try to do a dispel glamour effect on this entire area.
Okay, so you're going to try to banish the glamour.
Mhm.
Okay, roll me some weird.
With this -1, so it's gonna be a +2 weird.
Oh.
What is it?
I'm burning luck. It would have been a
6 with
It
a +2,
would
right?
have been a six in total, but I'm just burning a luck to make it work.
You become more pale and more gaunt in the face, a little bit less human in appearance. But as you do it, you basically send out a giant eruption of whatever color sparkling energy. And what you see are at least a dozen small, naked, pot-bellied little humanoids with long pointed ears, jagged teeth, and everything about them is asymmetrical to the point that there is a weird, disgusting beauty within them. Like everything nothing on them is good, but somehow all together it's not terrible. Like all the fashion that was ever on Saved by the Bell.
So the 80s. And
So
90s.
that they're the 80s, 1980s, 1990s.
Yeah, they have flock of seagull haircuts, shade glasses. No, they're naked, so they don't have sunglasses. But these things are kind of impish in appearance, but they have no wings. The two of you.
Oh, I get to investigate a mystery because I see it.
Okay, so GABA,
Mhm.
inside, since you're at the back end of this thing, there's two of them, and they are grabbing onto the wooden handles, and they have made little wooden shoes by like string and pieces of wood from the sawmills, so their feet are not touching iron.
Okay.
So you see them, and they turn and look at you, and they see you seeing them, seeing you. And there is not a great moment for anybody involved, because tiny, naked, funky-looking men are now fucking with the drill.
Sort of picture.
Just
Oh, so you're asking me
I
investigate
get to
mystery.
I get to ask one investigate a mystery when I see something new.
They are Gutel, which is a type of cobalt.
Spell Gutel,
Gutel.
just like it sounds. Alright. Are there any umlauts or anything?
No.
Damn it.
Yeah, we all didn't write them down, so we're not going to do the fancy pronunciation. But it is Gutel. It's a bunch of German kobolds that are earth spirits.
Oh. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say they're mad their home got drugged here from the middle of Germany, the middle of, the devil's anus.
One of them, now that they can see you, the response to y'all doing this. Who speaks German?
He's mad at you speak German.
Okay, so I'm going to do this so I don't have to try to speak German.
You don't know German.
Krakenwagen. Krakenhaus.
We're all gonna need a Kraken house after this shit.
Kraken. Strike. Scheiße. Fuck.
We all know Scheiße.
Let's just be honest. Fuck is an English word, but it's German in origin. Anyway,
Fuchen.
you just hear. Oh fuck, they can see us. Another one. Yeah, because one of them's a witch. What do we do?
I take
Another one that's up that you see looks like it is with the one that Chanterelle. Fucking kill him. Another one. No, why? They're not the Germans. They're not the Ludwigs.
We're definitely not German.
I take offense to that. I'm not German at all.
One of them.
I have
He's
Caribbean.
Australian in there.
Just looks. She can't be German. You just the one that's on the handle. Touch. And just pulls the lever down.
That's beautiful, man. Sabo.
And the other one just grabs another handle.
Wait!
Or grabs a wheel.
That's enough!
As you see like this, you're yelling it's enough. You see it's actually being flung around by the wheel move. So you feel the engine start moving past you. I'm not gonna make you take any damage. It's just super uncomfortable. It's like the worst back massage ever. And then what you see is those blocks are gone,
Oh, hell.
and this thing's jumping the rails.
Oh,
hell.
And the other ones. What are they doing? I don't know what Johan did. I don't know what Johan did. I don't know what Steven did either.
Alright, so what I need, if this thing is starting to move faster, I'm trying to slide under the jet fuel rocket and get up on the bulk of the thing to start trying to make my way to the control
roll me act under
box.
pressure, see if you can get on there as this thing's firing off.
Hey.
What's that total?
9 again.
Okay. Same choices.
Yeah.
Price to pay, worst outcome, hard choice.
Hard choice.
Okay, your hard choice. You can totally get up on here and do this,
Mm-hmm.
but by doing it as it's derailing,
Mm-hmm.
you are going to cause it to go off more than it intended to, and this is going to crash straight through part of the displays and out one of the walls.
That's not a hard choice.
No, because here's the deal. This will become very public very quick, is this side outcome, and there are two individuals currently fighting what looks like a horse and a big-ass cat.
That's option 1. What's option 2?
That is the hard choice.
It's either you
either
jump on or you don't.
Either you jump on or you don't.
How many turns until it busts through the sidewall?
Probably one.
Okay.
This thing is... This thing's about to go for a ride. But...
I feel like it's derailing anyway. It's probably going out the sidewall
Okay, let me
at
put it this
some
way.
point.
Currently, it would derail and possibly hit your friends. If you don't do anything. If you do something, you okay? If you do something,
Doo-doo.
it is going to become very public very quick.
I feel like even if Gabba had the meta knowledge about that, he would still... Because he's thinking nobody else is within range to actually... Because where'd the German guy go? He took off running?
This thing fired up
He
right
gone.
above his head. He booked.
So I'm potentially the only one within reach and capacity to potentially get into the control box and maybe try to shut it down.
Yeah.
So I'm hopping on one or the other.
Okay. So as you get on, it causes it to...
It overbalances
It
the other way.
overbalances a little bit.
Yeah.
And what y'all watch is this thing starts to take off out from behind you, so your -1 is gone because you're rocking hard place no longer has a hard place. And it's going off. It's going past Elsie. As y'all are now standing staring at this rock, covered in these little impish figures. Who are, by the way, I said they're naked. They are doing, it's all very awkward poses and stances. Like, they're used to it.
Woo!
But it's more of like, or the one leg up on the side and the other one further down. It is every old dude in a natatorium changing room that you don't want to talk to.
It is going to have to take another 300 years to get back to looking semi-humanish. But going to speak to one of them like, where are y'all from originally?
Mountains?
Which ones?
Big ones.
I'm gonna-
Alps!
I'm assuming
Alps!
Germany.
You humans call them Alps, you idiot. The Alps mean big mountains. I think Alps mean big mountains.
Alps are a certain range of mountain.
Well, then do we want to try to send them home first, or else do we want to at least try to
I
stop
think
the
the
drill?
giant drill heading out into where there's crowds might be a little
As y'all
more
are saying
pressing.
this, you hear.
Yeah, I think that's the more pressing matter.
We
Look, the rest of
Kool-Aid
you don't
Man to the
fuck
wall.
anything else up. We'll try and get you home, alright?
Roll a manipulate someone. It might have a limited effect since y'all usually cannot use charm someone on monsters. Well, you could if you picked the right one.
Right, but I didn't pick it, so...
7.
Trade. Trade.
Oh, right, we'll
Seagulls.
trade something. Goddamn fake.
Will you trade us to not fuck with anything?
I'll give you some pants.
Pants? Pants?
Mine?
One of them is standing on top of 3 other ones. Pants.
I'm gonna
Pants.
pull a handkerchief out of my pocket, tie a couple of them, and I'm gonna like put it around his waist like pants. There.
Pants.
Pants. I don't fuck anything up. Monstrous.
And then you see the other ones.
whatever.
Okay.
That's beautiful.
Alright, I think we need to check on somebody.
Yeah, we should go check on him because it's easier for you to get up.
Yep. I'll be right back.
This baby weighs 6 pounds already.
Jeez, oh.
So fun story. You know
Oh
that.
God!
What?
You okay?
I don't think he's okay.
It was bad, apparently. Anyway.
Anyway.
So-
Guys, we're gonna have to probably use the back bathroom.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
It's bad. Yeah. So baby is only ever a third to a half of full like weight because placenta always weighs as much or more than baby.
Mm.
Yeah. So
I mean, Vincent was 8 pounds when he came out, so
16 to 24 pounds else weighs.
yeah.
I think I was 5 pounds or 6.
8 pounds 6 ounces.
But I was a preemie, so
Did you traumatize your father?
No response needed. I think the answer is yes. Hewitt, do you need help?
He's got
I fixed it.
Yay! All hail Hewitt, king of the plungers.
Let's not get into it on stream.
Anywho, so how's y'all's week been? Weeks up.
better. I had broke a staple puller, and then I'm basically got to do more staple pulling tomorrow.
Fun.
Yeah.
So, are you using the staple puller from the bar side or from the claw side?
I actually have evidence of how I
So-
broke this thing.
Well, so staples, right? They go in the piece of paper and then they have the little claws, right?
No, we have a handle. We have a staple puller stylus we use.
Ugh, don't like to hear what. How's that even a thing?
Let me see.
It's not the little alligator chomper.
Nope. That this is what we use, and then that this is
The
what
fuck is that?
That's a staple puller.
Let me see.
I broke that because somebody had decided to embed
Is
a
that from
staple.
like the 1920s? What the hell is that?
Just get you a gator.
No, that
find
we
one.
have to use those.
Why?
Because then that they are actually much better than that the gator things.
Following two warriors' advice, I made an old fashioned using their mead instead of simple syrup.
But yes, that's shocking them about apparently a stylus staple puller.
All right, so we got some kobolds fighting over a loincloth pants.
Y'all did not clear me yelling back from the back, did y'all?
Oh, no, we heard you.
No, y'all didn't clip that though, right?
No.
Oh, thank God.
No, I'm not gonna re-traumatize you. Oh, you poor baby. All right. So
What are you doing, Gabez? You're now on the little engine that could not stop.
I'm trying to get to the control box because I need to
Okay.
kick some tiny little gremlin ass.
Act under pressure.
Gremlins, that's the word I was trying to think of.
Yeah, I was going to use gremlins for this, but they technically don't come into the lexicon till the 1940s.
10.
10?
Finally.
So
always think of the
you
one
get in
that's
there
like
and you're able to get to the controls. Do you grab the two of them that are on the controls?
They're little, right? Like.
They're about like this big.
Oh.
They're
Yeah,
so-
they need to get out of here because I don't need them trying to. I don't need them
Yeet.
trying to like re-sabotage. So
Okay, so you're able to do that. So roll me kick some ass to see if you can throw them out.
Eat those little things.
is 7.
7. So that is a success, but you're going to take harm as well.
Right. All right.
So,
Hit me.
so what
It's time
happens?
to be unstable again.
So you hurt both of them a little bit because you're like you clonk their heads. It doesn't take them out,
Yeah.
but as you do that, both of them just
Yeah.
land on. Like one gets the alligator bite somehow. Like he leans over and grabs the
Yeah.
alligator bite.
Yeah.
So that is 2 harm because they both bit you.
Yeah. All right. I'm unstable again. But can I now yeet them out of the moving?
Yeah, that's going to be in the process.
Alright.
You chunk them out the moving vehicle. Here. So you're still going.
All right, so.
Well, hold on. We're going to bounce them. But here's the bad thing: is you toss them out, and you're like, you're going back to looking at the controls. But as you look out the one very Thomas the Tank Engine-esque round window, you can see that there is a big grizzly bear hugging some very concerned young Irishman directly in the line of the drill, and it just looks up.
Oh,
God,
no.
I don't have
Back
a
to you.
cattle. I don't have a cattle
Back to
guard.
you. No, there is no cattle catcher on this thing. Everybody else has gotten the churro cart is just booking it.
Alright, and magic.
So, y'all are running up to the hole, and you see two little bodies come flying out of the back of it. But that thing has gotten much further than y'all really thought. It's supposed to be on rails. This thing is like, I don't need no fucking rails.
I didn't think it would move that fast.
It has 40-wheel drive.
It is destroying every bit of shrubbery in the way.
Not the shrubbery!
The one decorative bird fountain is already gone from right here.
what do I want to do? Do I want to... No, because it's summon them up.
Do not summon them!
What if we try to
Don't.
trap it
Summon
in
Thunderclap.
Just...
It happened in Marigold.
I
He
mean
summoned
that-
Thunderclap again.
This is the drill's mentality right now.
It is only like trap a specific person, minion, or monster. So I don't think that this counts as a monster.
This isn't really a monster. This is a...
Right. So it's the
In
wording.
D&D logic, it's a construct.
I would say this is more in the lines of a weapon. It's not doing this itself. It is doing what it's intended to do. That is go in a straight line with a drill.
I guess stopping it will be beyond
Humanly possible.
Well, we're talking about inertia, though. This is like 40,000
here's
pounds
the
of
deal:
iron.
it's something that's not humanly possible to stop it. However, I'm going to have to say to describe how you stop it is going to be required because you are also quite the distance away from it. So there's some other mechanics here.
Right.
If
That
you're
this
wanting
sounds
to rely
like
on weird.
this sounds like big magic to stop it. To me.
we probably need to get closer to it.
Yeah, that. Try to get close to it and then that. Because racking my brain about how to exactly stop it. Because I don't want to just summon just Ifrit and be like, no, it stops it. That'll be bad.
Can I ask a point of clarification?
Yes.
The sabotage that the Gutel did was just to put it in overdrive, right? They didn't actually magically do anything to make it like it's running on no fuel or
At the
something.
point you are at right now, you're not sure because you haven't investigated that. You just know it yelled sabotage.
Sabotage!
Well, we need to try to get closer to
I've
it.
never seen is that? I don't know which movie that's from.
I didn't know it was from a movie. I just liked how you
There's
said
a
it.
mouse that lights. There's a mouse that lights two matches. Sabotage, making fun of the French Resistance during World War II.
It sounds
Valiant.
like...
It's Valiant. The
Valiant.
hawk movie or the pigeon that becomes a warbird.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Or Bolshevik Muppet. I mean,
I
his name's Crazy Harry, which is also
I was going to say that the great mouse detective until that I had realized that that's just a Sherlock Holmes Disney vibe. But anyway,
it didn't get the love it deserved.
but I just suggest we just move up a little bit closer if we want to try to do something.
Now, if y'all are trying to catch up with it, doing something that's not humanly possible still falls within the wheelhouse to try to catch it. To help y'all out. So just the DM helping you so you're not just focusing on the engine itself. There's other things you can do.
We do need to catch up.
I mean that. Okay then that probably makes sense. What I want to do is basically that is basically that a thing that I didn't pick up, so I can't necessarily use that. But yeah, then I am just going to do something unhumanly possible and try to get myself within line with it at least.
Okay. clarification, because currently you are in line with it, but you are behind it.
I mean that try to get to the side of it more so. Try to keep up the pace with it from the side.
You're trying to move fast enough to get there. Are you talking like teleportation? Or are you talking about super speed?
Super speed more so.
Cool, because that is a point that needs to be clarified for me. Because poof, vroom.
Yeah, super speed. All
You
right.
do the vampire run thing that Stephanie Meyer thinks she invented, but she didn't. Why do they hate you?
Stephanie Meyer did not write about vampires. She wrote about the fucking Fae.
I know. But they call themselves vampires. So.
I would say.
I can say I'm in the NFL, and that doesn't make it true.
I would just take the horn. I would just take the horn because I got a 7.
Okay, so you're...
Yeah, then that. I would just take the horn.
Okay,
I was doing something that doing what?
Glitch.
Doing what?
Okay, so you're
glitch.
saying a glitch. Okay,
Yeah.
so yeah, you're going to take the harm. You're moving so fast, but very quickly you realize you're now barefoot, and you have run the bottom of your soles off,
You
as well as your shoe. Quite literally ran out your shoes.
I bought those in Paris.
Oh damn. Well, we know
So
Paris
long
fashion
ago, you're
don't
pretty
last.
sure that shoe shop is not...
Oh no, you got Mr. Megorium.
The problem with vampires is I have this one piece that it comes from the 1500s and it can never be remade. And there's just a little bit of Bourguignon on it now. So yeah, you're now...
Mm-hmm.
You're running alongside... Like, Gabba, you're just like... And there's Chanterelle running. So what you doing? Elsie is... your vampire companion has now... Took off fast as fuck, boy.
Oh no, I got yelled at when I used magic before.
Chanterelle Bolt.
You should have already clicked something right now.
She is Caribbean. Oh my god.
I'm not sorry. Do y'all want me to be sorry? Because it ain't gonna
Okay,
happen.
so what are you doing? Because there are two cowboys that yelled at you that are still somehow fighting something that looks like a horse and a big ass cat.
We're gonna do something wrong doing magic. I don't know. I didn't know fucking wizards were real. This is news to me.
Wait, so you believed in the Fae?
I believe it because I've seen
Because
them.
we're contracted by Fae.
Well, here's the deal. She knew cowboys were real. She just didn't know, or she knew wizards were real, just not fucking wizards.
I didn't necessarily know anything about wizards.
That
and
there
shit.
are normal
I
wizards
know
and then
there's
there are
weird
cowboy
things.
wizards. There's a big difference.
Alabama.
I don't know about the conclave and all that shit. I don't know. I'm not part of that. I don't know the rules.
So yeah, that's going that way.
I guess, I'm using my earth, I don't want to fuck up the ground anymore. I guess I'll try and do the same thing Trump says. Because I don't trust that I'm not going to land in front of the damn thing.
Alright, so roll me some weird to see if you can do some super fast magics.
I'm going to make mine more like a long jump. Like I'm pulling a Princess Peach. Boom! 9, 10.
It goes off without a hitch. Gabba.
Sup?
All of a sudden, boom. On the other side of the jet fire is Elsie.
If you could do that all this time,
I didn't know
what
if
is
I
happening until the world's ending? What is
could. I
happening?
didn't know if I could. This is new to me.
Okay, so Gabba, roll me an act under pressure to try to get this engine to work right.
8.
8, okay, so once again we go to the questions. Price to pay, worst outcome or hard choice?
Odd is hard choice. Damn it, hard choice.
Okay. You can let this plow into the bear as it's going to start running out of steam, taking care of the bear. The man running after the bear and the poor Irishman, what was his name, Michael? Or
Did I have it written down?
Kodiak Carl is the name of the bear.
The foreman was Kelvin. He had 2 cigarettes.
Yep.
I didn't have the name of the poor sad running around Irish guy down.
So you can either let it hit all them,
Uh,
or you know that if you fire 2 of these valves, it will cause it to probably rupture a piston that'll knock it off to the side, like it's going to go pfft,
yeah.
and that'll put you straight through the Mexican pavilion. Welcome to the trolley cart scenario.
Yep.
Hmm.
So, in blink of eye, looking at Mexican Pavilion, how populated is it right now?
Roll me sharp real quick.
Experience. It's just 5.
You don't know.
Okay.
Do you save the Ugbear?
Well, it's at this point, brain is thinking. I know the number of people that can be maimed and killed right now. I do not know the number of people that could be maimed or killed. If we shunt it to the side. So okay, let me ask this. How far away is the Mexican Pavilion? Like, would there be time for...
There's a chance. It's not right next to you.
I'll try to launch the torpedo bay and shunt it to the side.
Okay, so you spin some of the toggles, you flip some of the dials. You don't know how you flip the dial because that's not how a dial works. It's German engineering, it's precision. But you're Australian. That involves a hammer. And so I'm sitting here, ding, boom, and the whole thing. This is a vehicle that does not turn unless it's on a system. All of a sudden, it starts veering to the side. Chanterelle, you're running alongside this thing, and all of a sudden, it's getting much closer to you.
Going to adjust my...
Can I also attempt to shout over the noise of this thing to them since they're beside it now?
She is on it with you.
Okay.
That's where she landed on the jump, because if she did the long jump and landed next to you, you would have already been...
Okay.
So, if you yell, she could hear you, but Chanterelle, absolutely, there is no way with this monstrosity bellowing that it would...
Okay, so I'll at least tell Elsie, this thing's going toward the Mexican Pavilion. We've got to either clear the pavilion or stop it before it gets there. Sorry.
What did they do to it?
Turned it on overdrive!
So it's like just fire spewing out of it?
Between you and Gabba, the firebox is bellowing a jet stream. Like, the only reason y'all are not getting burned is there is a bit of metal between you and it. It is it's already uncomfortably warm. This is severely uncomfortably warm.
Still holding the wrench I got. Going to get it to and as chill as I possible to try to at least basically do one thing that is humanly beyond human limitation, to just chunk this frozen wrench at that boiler area to just make it just immediately just stop.
You're trying to ice bomb an overheated engine?
Okay, roll me some weird.
Oh, we're gonna die by shrapnel, Elsie.
Okay, that is a 9.
Okay, so pick a glitch.
I don't want to go unstable.
I'm already there. Join the club.
I mean, that immediate unwelcome attention to be the Benoit's. Alright, and odd is going to be harm. Even is going to be the unwelcome attention. Unwelcome attention.
Okay, so what you do is you chunk this wrench at a speed that when it hits, it's going to release cold. It's one of those things of you can get something so hot it's cold, you can get something so cold it's hot. With the magic of defying physics for the sake of a game.
Right.
So you chunk it, and then Gabba, you just caused something over here to rupture. If anybody on that side was to see it, it would be the eldritch abomination that is a ruptured steam engine with that looks like lithium in a microwave coming out of this thing. I'm not wrong. Thomas the Spider Engine is a terrible thing to see.
Oh, God.
And you're starting to go this way, and then all of a sudden, boom, boom.
Yeah.
So, y'all have a split action to act under pressure, the both of you. As this is about to go boom. Because we're fully rupturing a pressurized container.
Mm-hmm.
Good. I do get to roll my weird, so at least there's that.
And that's still got your +1 going forward from the creature type.
So, 9.
9 total. Well, you rolled weird, right?
Yeah.
So not
Four,
plus with the
4,
+1.
5, 6, 7,
Okay.
8, 9.
Okay, so you're
I
in
can
good shape.
count that high.
I'm sorry, I keep thinking you have a 3, but that's Spence. What do you have?
I have a 3 with Sybil.
Oh,
Wait, why?
No,
Spence?
No, I'm asking what you got.
You said Spence.
Sorry.
We got
She was talking to me.
I was talking to her that she has a 2 and Spence has a 3. I keep thinking she has a 3.
8.
You got an 8, so y'all both have to make choices. So, price to pay, hard choice, or let's see, what was the other one?
Worst outcome.
Worst outcome.
Do you want to choose first, Elsie?
Yeah. Press to pay.
You'll take all the harm,
Oh shit.
but Gabba will get off the engine.
Fuck.
What about hard choice?
Is that what you're picking?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, hard choice. Shove her off. I'm really glad I didn't have gas at that moment because that was a very good pregnant pause. No pun intended.
Those both sound like worse outcomes.
It's a hard choice. Because here's the hard choice. Gabba could push you off.
Gabba would be trying to do that. Like, if
I don't think you can get to me from where you are.
we haven't gotten an official layout description, you know.
Gabba's also been described as tall.
Yes.
We do not know as height of such.
Over 6 feet. Not like 6'6", but somewhere in the early 6s.
I'd probably try and pull him off with this.
So I mean, are you going to take all the harm? You don't know.
Gabba's logic here is, I just fractured a seal, and then I heard a big clang. He's mechanical enough that his immediate reaction is going to be clear the area, and that and he's just enough of the attempting to be chivalrous that he's going to be trying to get the female character off.
So you're taking the choice of shoving her off.
Yes.
Okay, so that is your choice.
Yes.
That's your hard choice. Is you're going to shove her off, and you'd be left behind
Yes.
to take the damage. But what is your choice?
How's that gonna work if he shows me off?
I'm asking your choice. Are you gonna take all the damage, or are you gonna? You already picked one.
Yeah.
So what you doing?
I'm gonna do what I was gonna do.
What are you doing? Which one did you pick? Or
I picked the price to pay.
price to pay. So you're gonna actually accept the price to pay, or are you gonna say no? I mean, here's the thing. With these, you could say
You
no.
just said I made my choice.
Well, no, I'm saying you. Here's the deal. You pick price to pay. Your price to pay is take all the damage, but you can tell me, I don't want to do that. So then, your action, something else happens. Like when it's some of these things, it's a price to pay. If you choose not to pay the price, you don't succeed at what you were doing. And GABA's action does have an immediate effect on your action. So I just need to know, because storytelling moment from my point.
You're gonna push me off with leaving them there, so.
You're going to take the...
Yep.
Okay, so this is what happens. GABA, being the chivalrous individual, you grab Elsie, you reach over the fire, which is now dying down because there's another place for it to come out.
Yeah.
And you're shoving her off, but as she does, she grabs your arm and pulls you off with her, and in the tumble, she ends up between you and the engine for harm.
So 1 armor.
As this thing continues to go another little while, and there's
I'm
an
not completely dead.
so there's an explosion. Y'all both hit the ground rolling. Both of you are going to have a -2 ongoing because there's some dislocations. And as y'all come tumbling, and Chanterelle, you realize you almost just killed both your partners by boomeranging a wrench and putting a wrench in the works, quite literally. You just hear, I think we're going to need to have a word, madam.
Turn around. And
You just see Ulysses is staring at you. Teddy comes walking up, face covered in little scratches, like 1,000 little scratches. That little son of a bitch slipped out through another window. I don't know where. Oh, son of a.
it has been a long day here at the fair. That would be awesome that if I was not terrified right now of you.
Where are your partners? Right next to you on the ground.
How many magic codes have we broken?
Well, yeah, there's a good bit. Like, I'm gonna be honest.
I roll over just up.
I didn't do any magic that time.
Who said anything about magic?
Medic.
I think it claps still on.
All of a sudden, you just hear, "Wee you, wee you,
Oh no.
Oh,
wee you, wee you."
we still
you know
need.
what's happening.
And you just see that what you see, because the two of them are still, I'm assuming, laying.
One of the arms is like this. One of the legs is a little bit backwards.
Yeah, but your foot is right here.
Oh God!
You're limber.
Not supposed to be that flexible.
But what you see is what looks like a mix between a stretcher and a wheelbarrow being pushed by the gangly figure of Dr. Mortis.
Going
God damn it,
to
no!
basically
Don't give them!
inform
Don't give them!
Ulysses, like, well, that we also need to get some German cobalt tone, that their mountain piece is in that building there. That's where the drill came from.
Well, there's a very clear line of where the drill came from. It's,
They brought a part of the Alps. That's why it was going haywire. They weren't happy about it.
clicky book.
Ah! Ow! Like for real, ow! Fuck! Dig your freaking knuckle into my arm.
Sorry.
It hurt.
They have evidence that you can now use against me that she just clipped. But remove 2 harm. As you literally get an adrenaline shot. That's going to wear off in a moment. So I got another one ready. Oh, wait! The gentleman. Just literally right in the dead center of the chest. Like, you're pretty sure that went through your sternum.
Yeah.
What's your harm at?
So I was technically at 5 after getting bit by the little dudes, but you didn't tell if she took all of that, then I was at 5 after getting bit by the little dudes.
Just take 2 off as you have gotten another magical one of these shots. And it just goes, they'll be fine. They might be addicted, but they'll be fine. And just goes back off.
I don't get healing? What?
No, you're spooky.
Damn.
So the Cowboys are back here again?
The Cowboys are still, like, no, Dr. Rick and Morty, like, he yelled Meg and Rick and Mortis comes out like a bad ambulance.
Look.
By the way, y'all might, both of y'all roll me kick some ass, just real quick, or roll me some tough. Just roll me some tough.
That stuff is not good.
Oh! 11.
You're good.
I'm good.
Oh, 6, 11.
Y'all are good.
Hey.
Shit, everybody's shrugging off. Late 1800s medicine. Y'all just, like, literally had cocaine bear to the chest. You're okay.
The boys
Teddy,
in there doing chicken
I
dance.
need to know what he is peddling.
I don't think.
Well, why don't you go find out then?
No, he said something about kobolds.
Yes.
Look,
Kobolds.
we came here because we were sent here to see what the hell was going on, why so many people were dying. Turns out that the chunk of the
People
Alps.
die at the fair. It's just a fact about life. People die at the fair.
Well, there were some specific circumstances. One of them being they brought a whole chunk of the Alps here, which was covered in little kobolds that weren't happy about it, so they decided to sabotage everything and kill
Sabotage!
I gave you
I was-
pants. Shut the fuck up.
I was gonna ask, the 2 little dudes that I yeeted off the runaway train, are they still, like, on the ground?
No,
they booked
they
it to go
bounced.
have a pants party?
They went back to fight for pants. Yes, you're gonna get back to Lord of the Pants. And then it's just gonna be terrible. Poor piggy.
We can give them churros and pants and then send them back on their way.
Sure.
Wait, why are we giving away churros now?
We
Churros.
had to give churros to one Fae. Let's see if then the thing like it too.
Hold on.
I don't think they need any
You're mentioning
pants.
kobolds and another fae.
That the other Fae was in the art building.
Just
That
starts
one's gone.
blushing
What?
and going quiet.
What fae was that?
Oh, notes.
What was it called? I'm having a brain fart.
She was a Lichenochit.
No,
God,
Neysa remembers, but I don't think y'all ever told Gaba.
Help.
Whisper to one of them.
Pregnancy brain.
The Leon sheep.
oh,
Lenanchi.
that the Leonchi.
It was Lenanchi.
I have it,
She was sucking stuff out of people and making them
but
do
we had
dirty
sacrificed
things.
Thomas Edison to get her away.
We didn't have to tell them that.
Wait. We're getting rid of the Wizard of Menlo Park. Why we
But
do
y'all were
that?
saying that you watch as Teddy is loading bullets with very dark tips into his six-shooter.
She's gone. She's gone.
Oh, you said kobolds.
No, I told him we trying to figure out a way to get him home. I think that's why
I can get him home. 6 ways to Sunday, I can get him. And Teddy just starts heading back
Oh
that
my
way.
God!
Ulysses looks at y'all and goes, right? Lananshi, kobolds, anything else you've noticed?
That the
Yeah, the raw bone.
that the raw
A
bone.
raw bone.
Yeah, that one's gone. Well, most of it.
So let's count down what we have dealt with here then. Because originally I was here to sell Western wares and enjoy New Orleans.
That chair was very comfortable, by the way.
My sister made it.
Good work.
So you're saying there's been a raw bone,
Mm-hmm. I'll let you.
that there's been Lananshi. Are you talking about a Lananshi or the big TH?
The
Right. Cobalt. Might not be kobolds here in a minute.
Shaboom!
I dealt with a malk
a monk
Monk?
and a kelpie
and a kelpie.
that came out the sewer.
Wait, what a horse?
Wait, there were monks here? Oh, yes.
Monk.
Yeah, monks. What about 'em?
It's a monk with an
What?
Monk with an A.
A.
Okay.
Are you just
Monk.
mispronouncing milk? What is happening
It's
here?
a big cat thing.
It's a big
I
cat
thought that was a
thing.
bobcat. You said it's
It
bobcat.
was bobcat size.
That's just yeah.
It is a descendant of a Kate Sith and an alley cat.
They're just mean cats. Let's go
Yeah.
with that. They're magic mean cats.
I'm just gonna pretend I'm not hearing any of this because I don't understand nothing. And ain't just because I've literally
I mean,
had my
that's what
body
I've read
put back
about. I've
together
never
with
seen
some,
one.
whatever that dog is dealing out.
It's heroin!
I think you're mispronouncing heroism.
No, he's not.
We
No.
sell it for toothaches.
Was selling things now?
Hopefully then
He
that
does.
was the last of all of it.
Look, the guy who asked us to come here wanted us to find out what's going on, and we did. A lot more collateral damage than I'm pretty sure that he was figuring.
Right.
We didn't know what the hell we were walking into.
I know.
Why are they all naked? Except the one with the bandana.
They just kind of are that way. That's why I gave them pants.
Pants. It is pants.
I gave them pants so
I
they
can't fight them if they're naked like this. It's just hanging in the wind.
I gave them pants so
Shoot
they
up,
wouldn't
not
fucking
down.
Oh.
Well, they keep flipping up. It's just a kaleidoscope and a pinwheel in here. I am uncomfortable. He is yelling. You don't know how he's yelling this loud. Unless y'all were walking and talking.
We are walking and
Look, I
talking.
think they just want to go home.
We just want to send them home.
Who's your employer?
Mr. Sammy would be his name.
I have no earthly idea who that is. Big in this city.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Right. Y'all stay right here. I'm gonna go deal with my brother yelling about people with no pants in public.
That seems like the least offensive thing that's happened here today.
As he goes walking off, God damn it, Theodore!
So his name's Theodore.
He called him Teddy
Yes.
earlier.
I remember that.
So they are walking off.
Tall man be good looking if he wasn't so scary.
I mean that. Considering the fact then that they are part of the mages that hunt monsters, I'm
I
probably.
did say scary. Also,
Isn't that what we doing?
No, that they are well known.
They also look things like her.
It's too much politics. I can't keep up. This is why I didn't go
I
in the
didn't
government.
even know wizards were a real thing.
What are you?
I don't know.
What's
not
she?
that. I don't study magic like that.
All of y'all give me a sharp roll.
Plus 0.
Like, I'm
Wow,
not a wizard.
finally.
I'm not a witch or a wizard.
That's an 11.
Oh shit.
13.
11.
Okay, so y'all all notice as y'all are having this conversation about what the fuck are we actually dealing with, and Gabba's still going with the we're in over our heads. You watch somebody in a dark cloak, a tropey
Oh.
dark cloak,
Oh God.
dart back around a corner into the building.
I hate this. I hate that I ever came here. But I'm guessing we should probably go take a look at whoever that is, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Once more, Gabba, you are regretting the United States in more than one way.
Once more into the breach, then. I'm pulling out my Bowie knife as we're going doing this.
I got my hand.
I'm
Gabba
tired.
just pulls out a fucking
got-
knife.
My hand
I've
on my
pulled the
handgun
knife out
in
once
my
or twice
pocket.
before.
In my little side pocket thing, I got my hand on my handgun.
Okay. And I'm just like, I like how Gabba's like, alright, just fuck it. I'm not, like, I've used this in a fight already, but I'm about to run incredibly unsafe with my weapon.
I'm not running, I'm walking.
Okay, I'm sorry.
But I'm not walking into yet another danger
I
zone
am doing just a
without
cool,
weapon.
like, blade, just walking with just at the rapier, just brandishing it,
Oh god.
flourishing
Note that
it.
this person did duck quickly back around the corner.
We go quickly around the corner.
Like, you'll have your cool moment of walking like, oh shit, he's actually running. Like, oh damn, he's almost by the ever-present center of everything alligator tank.
Oh my god.
Is that
Alright.
the move? Is that the true BBEG of the game?
The alligator tank, gator mom for the win.
Uh,
Alright, so can we catch up to sneaker edgelord or not?
As y'all get through the door, you can see that he's trying to duck in to all the booths and open displays that are in the middle here.
sir, that you had dropped your wallet.
Has the building been cleared or are there still people here?
There are not as many people here as before. The kid's still in the chicken coop, yelling,
Oh.
no.
I'm gonna
take off where I saw.
Same.
I'm pointing with the knife and shot pickpocket. Trying to see if we can get some other people to start trying to cage this guy in.
So, like, I'm going to say there was a massive explosion. So when I say there's not as many people in here as there were before,
Yeah.
what do people do? There's an explosion.
Go look and
Yeah.
rubberneck it.
We are from the south. There is a tornado.
I did that the other day. Oh god.
I just love watching us all with that moment. It's like, there's a tornado. We all start looking up.
Give chase. Let's give
Let's
chase and
give
catch
chase
an edgelord.
to creepy thin man with just the trophy cape.
Okay, so as he's going, you can see that it's either a heavy jacket or a cape that's billowing behind him.
I feel a fence that's like mine but better.
It is really nice. So what are y'all doing? We'll start with Gabba.
Well, I was trying to get other folks involved, but I'm still running after.
Okay, roll me charm. Roll me charm to see if it works, Gabba.
10?
10. Okay. The kid comes out of the chicken coop through an upper hatch and starts throwing eggs at the pickpocket.
Nice.
So he is distracted by these eggs.
Nice.
But as he's getting pelted, you see hands go, and you watch rockets of green pixies shooting straight at the kid.
What, pixies? Not pixie dust?
No, just straight up looks like the small folk, the wee folk, are shooting at this kid.
That's not okay.
What the?
Chanterelle.
Banishing those pixies immediately? No, wait, then that's a person, object, or place of its intent.
You
can
could.
banish them.
Banished creature.
Oh, banished creature. Yeah. But it doesn't say creature, it says person.
Well, bar the airspace around the kid from the pixies.
Okay.
Okay, or else just bottle them up in that containment, sure.
Yeah, put the pixies in a jar. Make a firefly glow. Ain't bad.
I'm gonna go mixed success with. I'm gonna say. I don't want to be unstable.
I feel like either one of these two would be fine.
I
Because
would
we're just trying to
say.
keep a kid from getting a face full of pixies. It's
I
not
would-
like the world ending.
I would say that it has a short duration.
Okay, so what you do, you can feel that your magic can't quite reach it, but there's a big ass mason jar right there. So,
Yay!
and it lands on a table with the pixies in it. They're gonna get out because it's literally just an upturned glass on top of them. But you have now bottled the pixies. As you do that, though, the figure slaps his hands together and you see sparks, and you see them hit the ground, and all of a sudden, and all these small little red-capped individuals with big bushy beards and noses start scattering, but everywhere they scatter, there's a trail of fire.
Oh
no.
my.
Almost like little rogue, like everywhere they go, it's like a little trail of flames following them. So like they are obviously a hot ember moving, and they're like, and they scatter.
Oh my god.
We're about to burn this whole motherfucking
I
place down.
wanted you basically make a magic snare to trap the person that we're pursuing.
Okay, roll me weird to see if it works. You could spend luck.
2, 4, 6, 8. I'm only use 1 luck.
What happens when you spend luck?
You first encounter comes up into play. It could be a flashback, a new occurrence, or a related event.
Okay, again, the weird things that you saw growing up, they flash in your eyes. You're going to be frozen for a moment as you do this. But what y'all see is Elsie freezes as she's casting a spell. You hear, what? And you watch as the guy running is lifted into the air towards the first row of metal crossbeams
Mm-hmm.
by some type of magical snare with his heavy cloak covering up his head. And you see him wave his hands again and again and again and clap. And there is more of those little fire dudes drop and just start scattering as he's now going for his leg. So the area in front of you has completely, at this point,
I was gonna try to trip him, but
caught fire. Unfortunately for him, he is currently in the air being held by a magical snare above what's catching fire, and you're watching like all the arts and crafts booths and some of the fashion
Oh
booths.
no.
They're going up. Because guess what? Late 1800s, you got lacquer. What does lacquer do? It's very quick. In fact, you watch as you now know why the alligator tank is constantly moving as that big alligator. And you just watch the whole thing sliding an inch or so.
I have an idea. It might be a really bad idea, but I have an idea.
So, this dude is hanging from the rafter.
catwalk.
There's these little gnomish things with red caps running around, setting everything on fire. Like, they're scattering because they obviously, y'all don't have to roll. They don't look like they want to be here, but it's really hard to tell emotions from a hat with a nose and a beard.
Yeah. Alright. Is it back to me?
Yes.
Taking out my gun. I'm shooting the gator tank to drop the water to put out the fires.
Roll me kick some ass.
we're gonna die.
Release the crocodigators! Damn it.
What'd you get?
Hang on. I'm probably spending luck for that. Yeah, I'm spending luck.
Okay, what happens when you spend luck?
When the Mundane spends a point of luck, they find something weird, maybe even useful.
Okay. Here's what happens. You shoot the side of the tank, and for the sake of just entertainment, you watch as it ruptures because you hit the one fucking piece of glass that was on the side of it.
Okay.
And the water starts pouring out. It knocks over the baby gator tank, and their water spills out. You watch as the fire that is engulfing everything that is within 3 feet of this tidal wave goes out. But there's shit above it that's still burning
Yeah.
and spreading because linen, lacquer, 1800s, everything being made out of fucking asbestos, which wasn't around then, but in any case.
But fire break for us to get closer.
But what you discover is, this is the weird thing, gators can surf.
Yeah.
You didn't know that first. As you turn and look, and there's that big gator. It's coming directly at you. And you get, it's not mouth first, because it's like, and so you just catch a gator in the chest, one arm, and you are now going wherever this alligator and what, y'all watch as Gabba, boom, water goes out, and then all of a sudden, then Gabba's gone.
I'll be back!
Just, you see a very surprised alligator.
I am about, I'm gonna ride this gator back into battle. It's gonna be Battle Gator. Let's go.
As fast as this thing would move. Like, yes.
Hey, have
I
You've seen gators run.
I have seen gators run. This one is probably thinking I'm free. So all
Just
of a
call me
sudden,
Steve-O and it's going to be great.
so that's the reaction is you got gator, got suplexed by an alligator. All right, Chanterelle.
Going to, with all of this happening, and in that Elsie has basically trapped creepy cloak man with his face covered up. Going to do what vampires do best, and basically, do I want to make sure that bind is tighter?
I mean, when you say vampire do what vampire are going to do, I figure you're going to try to make him into a blood pinata to drink, right?
I mean, I could. I mean,
Probably want to see who it is first.
yeah,
Pull the mask off before
Yes.
you fight the
We need a
throat.
Scooby-Doo moment.
Mystery Inc.
yeah,
Mystery Inc.
yeah. Just
Mystery
going to
Inc.
just going to vamp up there and then just pull them.
Give me an act under pressure.
Finally, yay! Oh wait, no, then that's an 8.
8. Okay,
So,
so worst outcome, hard choice, or price to pay.
Let's go with hard choice.
Okay, you will be able to get up to him and pull the mask off and see who it is, but you're going to knock something over that will catch another section on fire that's beyond where the water is.
At this point, she's done of all of the shenanigans, so going to see who this is. We can fix that later.
Y'all watch the Louisiana lottery section just light up in flames. So good news is you burned a Ponzi scheme. And as you get up and you rip the cloak off, which you realize also had a mask with the hood, like this is so corny. You are staring at an individual you have seen only once.
yeah, I was about to say, this sounds like
Yeah.
Miguel Tomas Murphy,
Yeah.
Yeah.
the lawyer
Jackass.
and
Mmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I knew
Oh,
he was
hello
sus.
there.
as you're looking at him, he's staring at you, just goes and claps again, and in your face is an explosion of little folk again. Just Pixie's up. That's 2 harm.
Just basically like, I'm gonna have fun drinking from you if you don't knock all of this off.
Elsie, you just watched an explosion of green directly in Chanterelle's face, and now she is swarmed by this glow of little folk. And also, that section over there is on fire. Gabba is still getting washed off with this wave of water with a whole ass alligator in his chest. He's like, I'll be back!
I hate this. I hate this place. I'd rather it burn out at this point, but. Oh no. Is there still water? Or is it just kind of.
It's the main wave of water has already ridden past this area.
So there's not.
It's still like
redirect.
there's a almost ankle deep water here, still
I'm
running.
gonna. Like. Magic is not what I was planning on doing with my life, but I'm gonna try and see if I can.
Oh, so you have noticed that he keeps clapping and magic stuff keeps happening, and you have a gun.
Shoot his hand, shoot his wrist.
Trigger finger, trigger finger.
Are you doing some kicks and ass?
Yeah. I'm some enchant the weapon, but I have to shoot next turn, huh?
Also, Chanterelle, you heard say she is going to drink from him.
Wee.
Alright,
Wee.
Gotta go wee, wee,
Wee.
wee, wee.
Alright, I'm gonna try and shoot his hands. Try to see if I come up.
All right.
So
If you're doing kicks and ass, do you roll weird? to use weird for? I forgot what you had for that.
Act under pressure.
Maybe that's what the searcher got, because Darius got it.
Yeah, I have an act under pressure.
Well, let's. So, are you trying to hurt him, or are you just trying to quite unarm him, or
incapacitate
Incapacitate his hands, like shoot him in the wrist or the hands.
I mean, you could argue technically that's an act under pressure because you are a ways away because you can act under pressure.
I argue this.
Okay.
Do the thing.
Take that 6.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
He goes off without a hitch. You're sitting there as he's about to clap his hands again. You watch his. Now there are no hands.
Oh.
Well, let me say that. What looks like they used to be hands.
You got some hollow points over there we didn't know about? Doing some.
Okay, I'm going to say this. If he had his hands together and he catches a bullet through both hands, they don't exactly look much like hands anymore.
Oh.
Them bones are going to be shattered and doing all
So-
kinds of fun things.
So there's the initial catastrophic damage of the blast, followed by the immediate blood loss and swelling, which somebody, y'all all roll me a d6, and we're going to total them up and see what we get.
1.
Six.
So you got 5. So, okay, so we got it even. He passes out. He's like,
So is he still dangling?
well, no, the spell just spells more of a splat.
Nice.
Chanterelle just floats down.
Just
All the
Just
all the
3
fey
point
that,
landing.
all the fey around your face. Scat.
well, we can basically
So of course it was the lawyer.
then let's just get him out of the building and then just tie him up. Obviously.
How big is this big gator that I've been surfing
There's
with?
also still fire.
Yeah.
You haven't been surfing. The gator's really been surfing you.
How big?
It's like an 8-foot gator. And
All right, so that's about a 300 to 400 pound gator.
Here's the deal. It's on your chest when
All right.
the water comes to a stop, and it's like gator noises.
My question was going to be before the defrictionizing of the water, could I have tried to at least swoop myself around toward its tail to get out from under it before we got
Roll
to
me
the
act
wall?
under pressure. Let's see if you do it.
Because otherwise I am going to be pinned under a big ass gator.
You're going to be pinned underneath a living log.
Act under pressure, you said, right?
Yeah.
So I'll take the 8 from Decatur.
Okay, worst
Yeah,
outcome, hard
yeah.
choice, price to pay.
I am living on the act under pressure edge right now. A hard choice. I don't think I can afford a new gator price.
Okay, the hard choice is you can totally do this and get around it.
Yeah.
But Shedrick is in the way of where it's going to land.
Oh no! Not the boy toy! Oh god. Damn it. Ah, fuck. If I gotta protect the boy toy, I'll stay under the gator.
So the water stops, the gator's stuck on you, but also in an angle that it can't right itself. So there's just a very large danger whip over here. Like, hissing, angry gator noises. Translation is, why, God? Why?
What did I do to deserve this?
Wait, God's dead. We killed him. Gator noise.
All right. I'm gonna hope that my boy toy has some gator wrangling ability because I'm a little bit stuck.
I mean, you are Australian.
But I'm stuck under a 400-pound gator.
At least it wasn't a stingray.
Oh. Sad now.
Oh god.
In the arms of the angels. Anyway, I'm not gonna make you roll for this. Shedrick definitely does not have gator wrangling skills, but we will say that Snuffy, the janitor,
Oh shit. No.
and the dude in the overalls come over. The dude in the overall just, no, hey, takes a belt and just ties it around the gator's mouth. 8-foot gator. And you're able to get out. What are y'all doing over over by the unconscious Miguel.
Tie him up, accuse him of racketeering and then sabotage.
We can accuse him, but he kind of passed out.
Some racketeer.
I mean,
We should probably let the boss, the whole
We-
boss know his lawyer.
From a balcony.
Shithead.
Yeah.
the actual fuck.
Is that Mr. Bow?
That is Mr. Bow.
Your lawyer was
Your
fucking your
lawyer
shit up.
was messing up your establishment.
That's why he had me sign the insurance policies.
Yeah?
Yep.
Is this place about to burn to the ground?
Probably.
We should maybe get out of here.
And y'all leave the exposition hall as it
Dragging Miguel behind us.
caught fire for insurance purposes.
You really didn't think about how many he was having you sign.
Do you see? What we have the biggest building in North America. We had new technology. We had to insure all of it for loss.
that we can give him a much worse punishment. That that those leather workers who had basically did that awesome leather chair, that they about to be mad at him.
I think maybe we should just turn him over to the authorities.
Yep. That too.
Probably be better on his part
Mm-hmm.
if he just turned in his lawyer for insurance fraud.
Yeah.
Did you shoot him?
No.
Roll charm. roll manipulate someone.
Could I have made my way back over here to do a help out? I
Yes.
haven't got to. Hang
Also,
on a minute.
you got an ability.
I got an ability,
You do got an ability.
but I
What's
just rolled snake eyes, so.
What's mark your experience?
Well, I will go.
Don't mark harm.
No, that I was marking.
No, experience is down below.
I
You're
will
ju-
take experience, but I am not going to
Gabby
burn
can
a
help
work on
me.
that.
Gabby can help me.
I was
I'm not
trying
gonna
to
burn him up.
use the power of heart, but then I realized it says when fighting a monster, so I still have to do regular. But anyway,
Nice.
What'd you get on help out?
I'm counting. 8.
Okay, so you expose yourself to harm, but they get the +1.
So I got 10.
10.
Well, the harm would be that I've given a because Mr.
You-
Bow didn't
you
know
gave
that I
away
could
that you
talk.
can
Yeah,
talk.
yeah. So that's
Selective mutism. It's a miracle.
You're the Australian that they were talking about was messing around in the barn.
we already talked about how we got things. You already knew that we were here and everything. I was just trying not to get anyone else in trouble. That's all.
Did you cause the drill to fire out of the exposition hall?
No, that would be the little saboteurs that were in it. I got rid of them and managed to keep the thing from plowing out.
Saboteurs? Those goddamn Germans!
It
And
was not-
he storms off
You know what? Just leave it.
Just-
Gabby,
just
leave
leave
it.
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 Just leave it.
as he's storming
They
off. You just
kinda
hear from
did
behind
by
you,
bringing
hell,
it-
racism's a great thing in wrong situations.
Let's be honest. They kind
Let's
of did
vamoose
bring the
before we
Alps.
let them take the blame.
Yeah.
Let someone else's pre-existing prejudices.
Wait, who's this?
Teddy just comes
No.
along. He's missing part of his mustache.
Not the mustache.
Let's be
He's
honest,
also
let's be
missing
honest
his
here,
bandana.
because the Germans kind of did bring the whole
Yeah.
section of the Alps that
I
had the
still don't know
kobolds.
what the hell's happening here.
I'm gonna say we just leave.
Yeah.
My brother has dealt with the kobolds.
Are we taking this one or are we
Yeah,
leaving
you're
this
missing-
one?
You're missing a little bit right here. Yeah.
Gets a little misty-eyed. Hell, takes out a knife. It's even.
So we
It's
taking
still a little uneven right here.
are we taking this cloaky ass out or not?
Oh no, we can leave him for Mr. Bow to take him to the authorities.
But
Probably.
Mr. Bow walked off.
Actually, you know what? The cowboy.
Are you authorities too?
Oh.
Louisiana Marshal.
Oh.
What the hell?
Right, I got this. Y'all go on. We'll be back with you.
Okay.
My brother wants a word. Hold on, I gotta practice my accent. Shit, I'm just gonna go with Texas. That way I can say he was racketeering there.
All right.
And that's where we will end the exposition.
Since that, on just a little side note, just basically after that, all of this has been resolved, that Count Pinkerton is going to go visit an old descendant of a certain vampire line to start off another vampire line.
Wait, what? You're talking code.
Mm-hmm. I will DM you it later.
Damn it, Spence. I was trying to keep this from being connected to everything 100%, but anyway, so let's do the breakdown. But I put this thing away when we got to do the breakdown. All right. Did we conclude the current mystery?
Yes.
Yes.
Did we save someone from certain death or worse?
The burr.
Definitely.
Yes.
Well, that was that.
I say Joax.
Did we learn something new and important about the world?
Yes.
Wizards are real.
Where are those fucking wizards?
Kobolds don't wear pants.
Kobolds are really great.
And lawyers are also
Did we
magical
learn something new and
assholes.
important about one of the hunters?
This one's bloodthirsty.
That was last game.
I have better
She's-
shot than I thought.
And
She kn-
that's not character
Eagle
defining.
Eyes McGee over here.
I'm going to say we got 3, so that's still 2 experience.
Aw,
Level up.
Level up,
Finally,
level up, level up, level up.
So, that's the end of the exposition. I wanted to make a bad guy that was not a BBEG level monster. He just could summon them. I
It
do
was
like that
fun.
it ended in a Scooby-Doo moment.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, what was his reasons? Claiming the insurance money.
Was he
Just-
hoping that Mr. Bow was gonna get ganked too, and that he'd be like the inheritor or whatever?
His name was also on all the documents. He's
Oh.
Yeah, that'd do
He
it.
was. It's also late 1800s. He was probably also the the one who stamped it as well.
Notary or
Yeah,
whatever.
notary.
So that hint earlier that if that I would have followed up on it, it probably would have been more clues and stuff about.
So he was like, cause we did get the broker
Mm-hmm.
was what the Leon Shi I think said.
He was making deals with all these.
Yeah. Broker.
Yeah. Alright.
So we might bring these characters back at another
Mm-hmm.
point. Not sure when, because
It'd have to still be in the late 18, early 1900s
yeah,
for that to
it's
even
like
work.
1990s. We're back. No,
No, I mean,
all 3 of you are the monstrous now because she eventually turned to all the vampires, I guess.
Hey now. No.
nah.
If you're gonna do
That-
that, you gotta turn Shedrick too. I gotta have my hookup.
Found a way to basically keep them alive.
Shedrick's already the monstrous. He's a millionaire in the late 1800s.
Hey, that makes her
that-
monstrous too.
that tracks.
The true monster.
Money.
Golden age. The
Money.
barons. Anyway,
Next monster of the week, Ocean Gate, the sequel, where we actually do eat the rich.
Oh
shit. Okay, so schedule. Monday we will be back, I believe, with Holy Wind, unless everybody's tired from the baby shower.
I think we'll be fine by Monday.
Thursday will be an off because Exposition will be done, and we'll be switching into baby prep mode.
Mm-hmm.
And we will have, sometime soon, I got to cultivate the list. The next bonus roundtable will feature a Smasher Pass.
Like
Terrible.
Like actual Smasher Pass?
It's gonna be
It'll
terrible.
be, will you smash your pass? And I and a couple other people will pick the images. I'm not going to say what they are.
It's gonna be terrible.
I am such a teratophile. I'm ready. Let's go. I
So-
am a monster fucker.
And
Come on.
Just to put it out there, we will be mostly on a hiatus around starting 14th of August. We're gonna see what people are still gonna do. But August 14th is probably baby day. So after that, things are gonna get a little wibbly wobbly.
I might start streaming Baldur's Gate 3 in August.
So we might have some stuff up. We'll see what everybody's doing, and we will see how August and September go. So with that being said, all of our socials.
We are on YouTube as Team Bonus Action, where you can watch all of our previous games and podcasts and playthroughs and such, as well as on Facebook, where we are Team Bonus Action. We are at bonus_team on the hellscape that is Twitter. We are Team Bonus Action on Instagram and Threads, which we haven't really cultivated much yet. And we have teambonusaction.com.
All right, and since Knox is not here,
Don't let your meat loaf. Good night, everybody. Comment, like, subscribe. Thank you.